Chapter 29 The Theater of Shadows, Kathmandu, Nepal, and Islamabad, Pakistan. Twin sisters Abhijita and Abhilasha stood in two separate spotlights, center stage, in a Kathmandu seminar hall. Their voices, alternately echoing and overlapping, performed a monologue as a fractured reflection, two halves of one trafficked soul, split open for the world to see. Abhijita. That night, I felt for the first time what it was like to be a whore. I had to service 8 men. Abhilasha. I felt so terrible and ashamed. Abhijita. I showered after every encounter, but I could not wash away the filth in me. Abhilasha. I could not wash away the filth in me. As they spoke, each line plunged the auditorium into deeper silence. They were performing as part of an awareness campaign. Sex trafficking, the ugliest slave trade in human history, organized by the South Asian Anti-Trafficking Network. But on stage, the twins weren't just acting. They were conjuring a truth that millions lived, but few survived. Abhijita. Over 4 months, I don't know how many hundreds of Israeli men I was forced to have sex with. Abhilasha. Young men, old men, fat, disgusting men. Abhijita. Husbands and religious men. It did not matter if I was sick. Abhilasha. Or if I was on my period. I had to work. Abhijita. Or I would be punished. Cut to a dark alley in Islamabad. A woman in black burqa emerged from a gate and rushed toward the street. Rakshana, breathing fast, clutching a small bag and a note scribbled in Urdu, scanned the street for help. Her hand trembled. From across the road, she spotted a woman walking with her husband and child. Rakshana darted toward her. Her name was Zeba. "Sister, sister, please!" Rakshana cried in Urdu. Back in the seminar hall, the monologue neared its crescendo. Abhilasha. During that time, I tried desperately to find a way to escape. Abhijita. But the windows were nailed shut, and thick-necked Simon guarded the door. Abhilasha. I pleaded with clients for help. They refused. Abhijita. Even the religious ones. They complained about me instead. Abhijita and Abhilasha. So often I thought of killing myself, and then I thought of my poor mother, my sisters. I prayed for rescue, but the days just passed and passed. Pakistan. Zeba, horrified, read the crumpled paper Rakshana thrust into her hands. The note said, "I am in danger. Please take me to the police. They will put me back in the brothel." Zeba's lips parted. Her husband, Yasin, snatched the paper and read it. His face turned cold. "Go, get out of here," he muttered to Rakshana, before dragging his wife away. "She's begging for help," Zeba protested, looking back at the trembling woman behind her. "We help her today. Tomorrow they come for our daughter," Yasin snapped. Back in Kathmandu, the stage lights faded out. A reverent silence took hold, followed by gentle applause as the program presenter, Arpita, stepped onto the stage. That was a performance based on the real story of a Moldovan girl trafficked to Israel, she announced. Now, to speak about the South Asian crisis, please welcome Miss Lara Dutt, the Chief Executive of Freedom and Chair of the South Asian Cross-Border Network. Lara, dignified and determined, stepped forward. They trap them, use them, resell them, and discard them, she began. 6 years is the average lifespan of a prostitute in Mumbai's brothels. 6 years before they're too exhausted or too sick to be wanted. Meanwhile, Rakshana wandered alone through the Islamabad streets. People ignored her. Shops shuttered down. A group of boys catcalled, laughing. Her heartbeat raced. Just when she thought all was lost, a white car stopped nearby. "Are you all right?" asked a young woman, stepping out. Rakshana hesitated, then held up the note again. The woman read it, her eyes widening. "Get in, now!" The woman's name was Asha. Beside her, in the front seat, sat Nafisa. Rakshana climbed into the back, still looking behind her. "You're safe now," Nafisa said gently. "We'll take you to the police." In Kathmandu, Lara continued, "Drugs must be grown, processed, shipped. But a trafficked woman? She doesn't need packaging. She can be sold, used, resold, again and again. She is the product and the profit." The audience was gripped. In the green room backstage, Kumu and Binia congratulated the twin sisters. "Incredible performance," said Binia. "You killed it," added Kumu. Just then, Meena, a stage assistant, peeked in. "Two Bollywood producers want to meet you. They're waiting outside." "Really?" Abhilasha lit up. "Bollywood?" "That's what they said." Outside the auditorium, Sujan and Gautam stood in polished suits. Suave, confident, they greeted the sisters with a handshake. "We saw your performance," said Sujan. "We've been casting for a film that needs twin sisters for lead roles." "You're both exactly what we've been looking for," added Gautam. "This is our dream," said Abhijita. "Then maybe it's time you live it." Sujan smiled. As they exchanged numbers, a chill crept across Kumu's spine. In Pakistan, the car pulled into the police station. Rakshana stepped out with Asha and Nafisa, her body trembling but her eyes firm. She looked once more at the dark street behind her, then walked into the station, unsure what would come next, but knowing she had survived. Back in the seminar hall, Lara concluded her speech. This trade thrives because it is high reward, low risk, and too often the victims are treated like criminals while traffickers walk free. We must be louder, smarter, unbreakable. Together, we must stop them. Applause erupted, but out by the auditorium steps, two hunters had already lured their next prey.